This is absolutely the stupidest thing that I've ever done, I think. Especially me having the audacity to record it, thinking that I could be even a little bit funny, but we're gonna try. If anything, this will just make me laugh, and that always makes me feel better. I have a Trixie video here that I'm going to play periodically. I'll probably edit out most of her audio just because she wouldn't want to be associated with this, I don't think. I barely even want to be associated with this. Anyway, let's get started. So I know that the first step when you do makeup is doing a primer. Now, I don't have one of those. I don't typically wear makeup for longer than maybe an hour or two, and I have no interest in it lasting. So I don't feel the need to prime. My face is clean, and that's all that matters. Now, I think foundation is the accurate first thing that you do, and because a foundation is the first thing that you put down when you build a house. But now people are using things like primers and serums and skincare, and I just don't have time for any of that. So I have two here. I have Wet n Wild foundation. It's the Photo Focus Matte in Porcelain, which is like the lightest shade, I assume, because I am Caucasian. Then I also have one in, does it have a name? Light Sand from e.l.f., the 16-hour camo concealer. So I've got a foundation and I have a concealer, and they're both white. I bought both of these on separate occasions to cover hickeys. So I'm just gonna just put this on. So we're just gonna, yeah, you know. This is already, this just isn't what I normally do. So this already looks very silly. What am I doing? That's definitely not enough, but I'm gonna take one of my little eggs. Oh my God. What am I doing? I have this one life, and this is what I've like chosen to do with it. I went to college. I have an education. I have $30,000 in debt. Ugh. Who is this for? I don't know who I'm doing this for, actually. Is it me? I think it could have been me. Oh, that is so white. I definitely could have gone a shade darker. Well, it is flattering to know that the lightest shade of foundation that was available to me is too light. That's a comfort to know. Now, another thing that's essential for drag makeup is glue stick to do your eyebrows. Now, I wanted to buy a glue stick so I could really commit to the bit, but the problem was my local Rite Aid only had these 3 packs of glue sticks. And I'm gonna do this one time, if that. I don't even know if I'll finish. Maybe I'll get tired and I'll quit. But I didn't want to buy a 3-pack because I'm not a 3rd grader, nor am I a drag queen, so I have no reason to have glue sticks. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to just cake my eyebrows in foundation and call it a day. You know, I see people, I work in Midtown Manhattan, so I see all sorts of people, and they do all sorts of things with their faces and bodies, and I have literally seen people that do this for eyebrow makeup, and I'm just like, if you're going to commit to having kind of weird, chunky, crusty eyebrows, you might as well just go whole hog and get a glue stick. Don't be like me and do this for fun in your apartment alone at 10:40 p.m. I was standing in my Rite Aid trying to reconcile with purchasing a 3-pack of glue sticks, even though I don't need glue sticks in my life, and I just Googled, how do I block out my eyebrows without glue? And they just said, put on a lot of concealer and foundation. So that is what I'm doing. Well, I see now why Trixie Mattel is like, I'm an egg, because I also look like an egg. An egg with hair. That's definitely not covered enough, but I have thick-ass eyebrows. I'll throw in some of this e.l.f. on top of that. God. I remember why I hated when I bought this, because I hate this applicator. Is that darker? I think it's darker than the foundation that I'm wearing. And we're just gonna bounce that into my eyebrows. This is gonna be a lot of fun to clean off later. Well, we're already off to a horrific start, which I think is a step in the right direction. Sorry, I'm focusing. I'm having to use the actual camera as a mirror because I'm not professional. I mean, I wouldn't call it good, but I would call it mostly covered. Let me just really smear it in my eyes and give myself a nice dye. That's what everybody wants, right? Here's one of my blending eggs. It is now covered in gunk. Okay, so now is the part that I'm actually the most scared for, is figuring out all the powders and shadows and things. So I'm gonna just watch this video for a second and you can just chill. Ooh. Okay, it looks like she does her eyes first, which to me is insane. But it's also not that insane because when I do my makeup, my eyes are the only thing that I do. My eyebrows are just not covered. They just look gross and nasty and gnarly. But you know what? That's just how it's gonna be. I have a little mirror. It's from CVS. It's really cute. Look at that. Right, my setup. Oh, no. I'm dropping so many things. Okay. So now it is time to do eyeshadow. Now, Trixie, in a weird twist, pretty much only ever uses like neutrals and browns and stuff, but I have 3 palettes here. I have a Revolution makeup palette that I got last year before I started doing summer camp. As you can see, it's disgusting and terrible. Let me flip it open. And you can see just how much of the stuff that I've used in it. And then I got another palette, also from Revolution. It's, I thought it was the same palette, but it's different actually. So it's different colors, a few, and it's got some shimmeries in it. And then I also picked up a Wet n Wild Color Icon palette from Rite Aid, which I'm gonna use to contour my face. I do have this contouring 2-disc thing from Wet n Wild, but it's not great and I don't really know how to use it. So for my eyes, I'm gonna do red. Just because. I have 2 eyeshadow brushes that are essentially identical and neither one of them are what I want right now. That's fine, that's fine. I'm gonna go in with my reds and my reddish browns. Got a makeup wipe handy so I can wipe all this off. The last makeup look I did was for a dead clown. So you can see where I was going with the dead clown thing. Maybe I won't use this one. Yeah, that one's better. All right, let's see. It looks like Trixie puts her eyeshadow essentially on where her human eyebrow is. So that is what I'm going to do. And there's not a lot of color, is it? No, of course not. Probably because it's still wet with fucking makeup remover. I'm stupid. This isn't meant to go over an eyebrow. Yeah, this is a really dumb idea, but I'm gonna go with it anyway because I'm mentally ill and I also love myself. So we're gonna just powder on. And the yellow for me is kind of like a sketch because I don't know what I'm doing. And I don't really know how she does it. Well, she obviously has way more products and stuff to work with than I do. That comes with wealth. It also comes with time, of course. She's a professional makeup artist and drag performer, and I am a human garbage pile with imposter syndrome. Girl, I don't know. I don't know why I'm doing this. I don't know who this is for. I'm copying everything that she is doing, or at least I'm copying the visual. This is awful. This is terrible. Go in with a little more yellow and just kind of marry it into the orange. Oh my god. This is absurd. This is human absurdity. But you know what? We're persevering and we're trying and we're gonna get through this financial crisis together. Honestly, no, it's not good. I can't even try to convince myself that it's good, but if that'll make me feel better about myself, then I might as well just like fucking try. So she does like this thing where it goes like this. I wish I need a bigger screen so I can see my whole head at the same time. There we go. That's not bad. Oh. I'm gonna look in my little mirror for a second. I'll be right back. I'm just looking in my little mirror. I don't know how like she's able to talk so much while she's doing this. I'm like barely able to hold a conversation. Now, of course, a normal person, like even beyond like a drag performer, wouldn't even dare to do anything that I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. I will say, if I decide to post this anywhere, I guess I can talk a little bit about myself. I did go to art school. I never have been much of a makeup person or like even a person who's interested in more what I would call femme activities. It's just not really my thing, not really my cup of tea. But like in the past few years, as I've like developed and grown more as a person, I've become more interested in this kind of thing because primarily I'm interested in being seen as attractive. That's like fully the truth. And like, it's not really working what I'm doing, but I'm having fun and I find myself a little bit more attractive when I do like silly makeup. I like to dress like a clown sometimes. I like to pretend that I'm goth and do stuff like that. So that is something. It's not good. Let's just say that right now. It's not good. I don't want to do my brows right now because I don't have the right brush for it. I guess I'm gonna get my brush for my brows. Okay, 1 second. All right, we have a brow brush and it's filthy. So I am gonna wash it real quick. So I don't have any products to do eyebrows with because I usually just slightly enhance my normal human eyebrows. I usually pack them with an eyeshadow that complements the rest of my makeup. So if I'm doing like a clown look, I'll put like red or yellow in there. And I guess to complement this, I'll probably put some red in there. I have this thing. It's an eyeliner, I think. I think it's probably about 10 years old. So maybe I will just throw that away, actually. I brought it just because I thought maybe it would be useful, but I changed my mind. It's definitely not going to be useful. I'm actually going to go in really quick with... I'm going to go in really quick with some red. Just because that is the primary color that I did want for this. I just like lost track of the story here. Oh boy. Who am I doing this for? I'm just gonna take a big fluffy brush and just dust that a little bit. It honestly, if you're like far enough away, it's not that bad. We're gonna try to do some brows. So the first time I really like actively was like, okay, I'm gonna do makeup. I was doing this summer camp gig and I did everything with my Revolution eyeshadow palette. I would take it and I would use it like watercolor. That's why it's all smeary and gross on this lid. I'm gonna do the same thing with my new palette, so it's gonna look shitty, but that's okay. We're just gonna put a little bit of my spray on here. This is my e.l.f. setting spray. And I'm just gonna try. Oh no, this is gonna go horribly. Oh God. I'm not confident in my ability to do an eyebrow. Yeah, that's bad. Yeah, it's bad, Chief. It's really fucking bad, Chief. Ooh, I think I'm kidding. See, this is the part I was honestly the most worried about, and clearly I had good reason to be very, very worried about it, because I don't know what I'm fucking doing. Maybe the eyebrows is just where I will personally go off the rails, and maybe I will do it later, because clearly I'm not ready for that kind of responsibility. Well, after the eyebrows, she's like carving out and using concealer and stuff, and as we've established, this is all I have. We'll figure that out in a bit. I want to go to the contouring. We're gonna contour. So I don't have any dark, I look so stupid. I don't have any dark, like contour ready liquidy stuff, just because I've never really thought, I'm not a contour girl. I just know that about myself. Sorry, I'm like obsessed with doing my eyeshadow. Poorly, mind you. Very, very poorly. Ugh, awful. You can see my normal human brow. Ugh, ugh. I should be in jail. I'm going to take my other kind of fluffy-ish brush. We're gonna dig into this. Okay, I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it, and we're gonna live with it. I'm gonna sketch a little bit with this lighter color. So we're just gonna go in. That's not terrible. And we're gonna go in again. And I literally can't see it, so we're just gonna have to skip right to the dark color. That's terrible. Oh God. Oh, throw me in prison, please. That's where I belong. I belong in jail for this. It looks like she, like, so many of these are like shimmery and they shouldn't be if it's gonna be for contouring. I should have been more wise. I should have been more wise, truly. Oh, this is not what the Lord intended. This is not wearing makeup in a God-honoring way. I'm so sorry. So sorry, Tracy. This is Tracy Martell. This is not Trixie Mattel makeup. This is Tracy Martell makeup. I'm telling you. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, we're just gonna like trust the process though. So let's take this and we'll like oh, what am I doing? What am I doing? I'm just gonna like do this until I feel like it's oh my god. Yeah, right? Oh Lord. You know what? We're gonna close this. First of all, I'm gonna do something about this. Where's my egg? My green egg, I guess. Oh, here you are. Hi, hi. We're gonna get some more foundation and we're just gonna cover that up. That's how makeup works, right? You just like throw more stuff on top of it when it doesn't look right. Right? Right? Right, so we're just gonna I've got a purple contour. Okay, that doesn't look good. I should makeup wipe that off, right? Or do I like just call it a day? do I stop now? I'm gonna blend this out too, I think. Well, now I've got like weird purplish cheeks, which I don't actually hate that much, but it's not the intended effect. Work. So now we're gonna grab this actual contouring palette and I'm gonna see if I can make a contour work with just 2 colors. Which, I don't know. Maybe I can. Maybe I'll surprise myself. Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. Probably not. I don't think this is intense enough. I think to do a proper, like, Trixie look, you need to shell out for, it doesn't even have to be the best quality products, but you need to definitely shell out for more products than what I currently have at my disposal. Because her face is like a beautiful work of art. She requires more makeup artistry than most people. So we're just gonna make do with what we can. And if at the end of this, and it doesn't look like Trixie, then I will just say, it's not Trixie. What are you talking about? I didn't make Trixie. You made Trixie. Okay, so this looks better. It's definitely not right, but it's better. Now, I have the great fortune of having a face that's already pretty feminine, so I don't have to contour my jaw too much. I'm just doing this mostly so you can see that I have a chin. So we're just gonna do that. This is definitely something. I definitely would never wear it in a normal day, but it's something. I'm gonna do a little bit around the forehead because that's just what the drag queens do, but I don't feel like it's something I really need to do, but we're gonna do it anyway. Wow, 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 wow. I look stupid, stupid, stupid. I don't have a lot to work with, I don't think. I think my face is small. So we're gonna take that. Cool. Do I have something that I can use? This is the label from some socks that I bought. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to, and I've seen her do this. This is a confirmed technique that I've seen her do. I'm gonna take this card. I'm gonna put it right here. I'm gonna take this dark brown color and I'm gonna deepen the pocket of my cheek. I'm gonna take a little bit of this. Ooh, that's black. Oh, that was black. That was a mistake. That was a mistake. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, now we're cooking with fire. Okay, we're just gonna do that. Oh God, I'm so very mentally ill. I did this because I had a really hard day and I needed to do something kind of crazy that would make me laugh. And this is definitely helping. The prospect of potentially showing this to somebody is also quite delightful. Oh yeah, we love a nice kind of ashy gray. Why don't you just wipe it off and start over? I don't want to. So we're just gonna pile it on and I'm gonna look like a ghost over on that side of my face. And you know what? That is the journey for me. I love ghosts, so it makes sense. Oh, and there's just like a smear of foundation like on my cheek. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. Cool, 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 cool. Awesome. Great. Love it. Just gonna redo everything that I did over here. I really am like caking this on. Okay, so like that side of my face is just not gonna be the good side, and everybody's face has a good side and a bad side, right? So we're just gonna focus more on the good side of the face. I'm doing what I can. We're making the best with what we have. And, you know, we're not thriving, but we're doing something. Oh, this bronzer around my forehead is just a nightmare. Sorry, I keep getting sidetracked by how terrible my makeup is. Oh, God. Oh, the texture. Oh, the texture. The texture. She's always talking about texture, and now I get it. I understand. I need to clean this up. That's what I need to do, because hers is so sharp, like a knife, and mine is blurry and fuzzy. So we're just gonna take this, and we're gonna carve into my fake contour. I'm gonna take a different sponge and this little cleaner, and I'm just gonna buff it down, and we're gonna pretend like that's how it's always looked. Awesome. Awesome. It helped. And we'll do a little bit more. Okay. Okay. Shut up. Everybody shut up. Okay. Well, a wise woman once said, let's see what the audience thinks. It's terrible, but it's something. So we're gonna try to do that exactly the same on my other cheek. It's not bad, actually. It's serviceable. Okay. There we go. I mean, the geometry is starting to show itself. Like I understand it, mathematically speaking. It's just that like, I'm really bad at math. Like this side is more intense than this side, so I think I need to just hit this with a little more of the brown stuff. Like right here. Maybe go a little lower even. Okay. Okay, now this is the good side. We'll find our way. Beautiful. Oh, okay. Now I need to really like actually contour my jaw a little bit because it's getting lost. It's getting lost in the sauce. So we're just gonna do under my chin because I don't really understand the contouring process. This almost looks good, right? Like almost, like objectively bad, but like considering that I have no idea what I'm doing, it's something, right? Like, look, I'm not a professional makeup artist. I'm not even like a professional artist, but like something is happening. Oh, when I look at it up close, it's really bad, actually. Yeah, I am a painting best viewed from very, very, very far away. Oh, Trixie, I'm so sorry. Trixie, you work so hard. You give the Midwesterners a good name. And I'm out here doing this for no one. Am I even doing this for me anymore? Like, I don't even know. Yeah, I could never be photographed in this. I could never show my face in this, except for on the internet. There's an angle where this will work, but it's not this one. So that surprisingly happened a little bit. We're gonna take my concealer again and we're gonna swipe it up into my forehead a little bit just to clean this up. Mostly because I hate looking at it. Give myself a white halo underneath the brown halo that I'm putting around my forehead. Okay. Now, if I was wearing a wig, you would say, ma'am, this is Wendy's. If I was wearing a wig, you'd probably call the police. I don't have like a setting powder that's loose. I just have this Wet n Wild finishing powder. So I'm gonna take my big Wet n Wild brush that's filthy. I'm just gonna... This is doing nothing. I don't think this is doing anything except making me uncomfortable. Just as I thought, trash. So I'm just gonna... Maybe that's a step that like doesn't matter for my case here. So we're gonna just put that away. Oh, the nose. The nose. It's nose time. Okay, so here is where things are gonna get kind of crazy. Since I don't have any of the right tools for this, this is where we're going to go off the fucking rails. I'm gonna take my little brush that I was originally using for my eyebrows. I'm gonna take some of a brown color, if I have any. This one, just to sketch. And I'm gonna contour my nose. And here's the thing, I don't like my nose very much, just because I think it's kind of a boring nose. Like, I don't think it's really doing anybody any favors. That's terrible. Oh, Lord. Again, there is an angle where I could probably make this work. It's not this angle. I'm gonna just cover it with a little bit of foundation. That did very little. But I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. See, Trixie does her nose with such reckless abandon that comes with, like, the strength of someone who understands their own nose, but I don't understand my own nose, and I never will, and I don't think I need to. If I'm ever doing makeup, I don't really need to contour my nose. I'm just doing it for the fun of it. Okay, so we're gonna take this. Oh, wow, that is dark. That is a dark brown. That is not the right kind of brown for this. This is the wrong brown. We're gonna just get rid of that. Cool. Very neat, very cool. We're gonna try this one instead. That is still a very dark brown, probably because it's an eyeshadow and not a contour color. You fucking idiot. We're just gonna take some of this and we're gonna slop it on there. My poor skin. This is why I should have worn a primer. For no other reason than to prevent myself from doing crimes like this against my nose. My eyeshadow will need to be touched up, but we all knew that. I can't skip contouring the nose because that's, like, not allowed. So I'm gonna take I'm gonna try one last thing, and if it doesn't work, I'm just gonna skip it. Well, okay. Shut up. Everybody shut up. Shut up, shut up, shut up. I don't know how to do this. I'm not gonna pretend that I do. I'm gonna try a bigger brush. Is this doing anything? It's not. I'm gonna do what I did before. What is this? What am I doing? What am I doing? Girl, what am I doing? Okay, you know what? I think the nose is fine the way that it is. Maybe, like, leave a little bit of a shadow of the contour that once was on there, but all in all, my nose is fine. I am gonna do one kind of Trixie-ish thing, just for the hell of it, and I'm just gonna. It does nothing. Also, the end of my nose is so huge, and since I don't know how to contour a nose, it's like, why even bother? Why even try? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna define this part of my nose. That'll be my contribution to contouring. Sure. You know what? Sure. Why not? You know, why not? And we're just gonna do. I think we got it. We'll just kind of bounce it up my forehead, and then kind of just. That is not a contoured nose. I would like to go on record right now and say that that is not a contoured nose, and it never will be. And that's probably for the best. Okay, we're gonna go back real quick and fix my eyeshadow since it got kind of screwed up by the contour adventure. So we're just gonna bring it down like that. My eyes are friends. They're not sisters, they're not twins, they're not related at all, but they're friends. Okay, what's next, Trixie? Here's the part that I was the most afraid of, and it's the thing where Trixie uses the white gel liner. Now, that is something I honestly wanted to find, but it just doesn't exist. Or it exists, but, you know, I live in New York City, so everything is always picked over forever. I have a white eyeshadow in here, and I'm gonna really, really try to turn this white eyeshadow into a white liner. Okay, let's do this. Alrighty, so we're gonna. Oh God, I don't. Oh boy, I feel like a evil person. I feel like I'm doing a crime. Okay, so she's got It's under the eye. It's underneath the eye. Right? Right? We're really getting in here. We are really getting in here, folks. Oh my lord. This is not doable without a white, like, liquid liner. That much is clear. Like, I don't know who anyone thinks they're kidding if they're gonna try to do authentic and legitimate Trixie Mattel makeup without something like that. I'll tell you who would. I would, because I'm an idiot. That is something that a normal person shouldn't do. So now I'm gonna kind of just go off the fucking rails, I think. I really love her little eyelid, and I can't do it like her, but I can try. I can dream. It goes in there somewhere. Okay, shut up. It looks nothing like her. Also, I still haven't done my eyebrows. Let's try to do that now. And I'm going to just put a dot here. Can I actually put a dot here? Put a dot here. Oh god. And a dot about here. Wow. This is awful. Great. Great. Okay, so I have some darker reddish brown colors on this palette, so I'm gonna take those and we're just gonna... Yeah, I never said that this was gonna be good. I want to go on record now and say what I knew earlier, which was that it's not gonna be good. In fact, I'd even go so far as to say that it will be bad. This is, I don't know who this is for. I don't think it's for most people, but there's probably someone out there who would look at this and be like, oh yeah, that's the stuff right there. These little weird eyebrows that kind of look like commas. They're not even or equal, but that's honestly not my concern right now. Truly, it isn't my concern. I'm gonna take a little concealer and we're just gonna carve out the eyebrow. Nice and invisible. You know what? I'm not a makeup artist. I can use my fingers. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Oh, that's bad. Oh, that's really bad. That's actually quite terrible and bad. I need to go to jail. I want to be put in prison. I need to be sentenced to death. It's giving bad kabuki. That's what this is. That's my new drag name, Bad Kabuki. It's time for eyeliner. This is the moment I've been waiting for. Let me look at your eyeliner, Tracy. The artistry of this, truly. So I have a bunch of these Wet n Wild liners that I'm going to use to sketch, and then I'm going to do what she does, which is black eyeshadow it in. So I'm going to do here. That was a good start, and then I got scared. Oh my god, this is the most... Oh, I blinked. See, I don't have enough room. I don't have enough room for this. I do not have enough room for how her eyeliner works. Also, this liner is now ruined. Oh god. I don't have enough room in my eyelid. Like, I just don't. I do not have enough room for it. I don't have enough room. I simply don't have enough room. I don't have enough room. Like, I can't do it. I literally can't do it. I have to get real close. Yeah, I simply don't have the room to do this. I'll try this one. This one's really wet. Yeah, I knew that this would be difficult. I really did. But I didn't think that I would be reminded of how I have no room in my eyes. I don't have the bone structure. I simply don't have the bone structure. Trixie, can you tell me personally, because clearly I need help more times than one, but how would a person with not a lot of eyelid space do this? Because do I have to just take it much higher? Is that the key? Is that the secret? Do I have to just go higher? Oh god. Oh lord, where does it end? It would end up by my natural eyebrow, which I guess makes sense, but like, oh, this is terrible. This is really bad. This is the turn I expected it to take, but I'm not happy about it. We're gonna try I have to fix this because this is not fixable. At this point, we're just gonna try to build something. I might not share this part. This part might get completely edited out. I'm just gonna say, and now I'm gonna do my eyeliner. Well, I can't really say that because I never said it earlier in the video. Ugh. See, here's the thing. If I had money, I would have bought all the stuff I would need for this. I would have gone out and I would have bought all of the things needed to do this makeup look. But the fact of the matter is, the reason why I'm doing this in the first place is because I don't have any money. That's truly the reason I'm here. I am here because I do not have any money and I was trying to do something nice for myself to make myself feel better. The part that I was the most looking forward to is the part that made me the most sad. That really sucks, honestly. You know what I should have done? I should have tried to set this first with setting spray or something. I probably still could do that. I'm gonna try that. Oh God.